Welcome back to the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Petty School Reading Program. In this lesson, we'll continue our study of English reading. Remember, there is no way to become a good English reader or speller except by practice, practice, and more practice. There is no way to become a good English reader or speller except by practice, practice, and more practice. In our first lessons on English reading, we studied the 5 English vowels. You can see these in the yellow boxes on your screen. These are the vowels A, E, I, O, and U. In our last 2 lessons, we've studied the first 6 consonants. You can see these highlighted in the green boxes on your screen. We've studied B, C, D, F, G, and H. In this lesson, we're going to study 6 more consonants. You can see these highlighted in red on your screen. In this lesson, we will study J, K, L, M, N, and P. The first consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant J. The English consonant J is used to represent only one sound. Look carefully at this letter. This is the letter J. The English letter J makes one sound, and we call that sound the English J. The sound of the English J is J, J, J. Let's read this word, which begins with the English consonant J. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The second consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant K. Look carefully at the letter on your screen. This is the English K. The English K makes 2 different sounds. The first sound made by the English letter K is the classical ka sound. K, k, k. Let's read this word on your screen using the classical ka sound for the English letter K. King, king, king. The second sound made by the English letter K is the silent K before the letter N. Let's read this word together with a silent K. Night, night, night. The next consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant L. Look carefully at the letter on your screen. This is the consonant L. The consonant L in English makes one sound. The English letter L makes the same sound as the classical L. L, L, L. Let's read together the word on your screen, beginning with the English consonant L. Love, love, love. The next consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant M. Look carefully at the letter on your screen. This is the English consonant M. The English M makes one basic sound. The English consonant M makes the same sound as the classical consonant M. M. Let's read this word together using the sound of a classical M. Mary, Mary, Mary. The next consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant N. Look carefully at the letter on your screen. This is the English letter N. The English letter N is used to represent three basic sounds. The first sound represented by the English consonant N is the classical N sound. N, N, N. Let's read this word together using the classical N sound, N. None, none, none. The second sound represented by the English letter N is no sound at all. The N can also be silent. In this word on your screen, the letter at the end of the word is a silent N. Let's read this word together with the N silent. Him, him, him. The third sound represented by the English letter N is the deep N before the letters G and K. Normally, the letter N is made by touching the tongue to the front and top of the mouth. N, N, N. You can feel your tongue touch the top of your mouth just behind your teeth when you say the sound N, N. When the letter N is followed by G or K, the sound is made with the tongue touching further back in the mouth, closer to the throat. Let's read this word together using this sound. Nga, nga, nga. Ring, ring, ring. Here's another word using the deep N sound. You can see that the consonant N is followed by the consonant K. Let's read this word together. Sink, sink, sink. The final consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant P. Look carefully at the letter on your screen. This is the English P. The English consonant P is used to represent four basic sounds. The first sound, represented by the English letter P, is the sound of the classical P. P, P, P. Let's read this word together using the sound of the classical P. P. Pope, Pope, Pope. The second sound, represented by the English letter P, is the sound of the voiceless digraph PH. F, f, f. Let's read this word on your screen with the voiceless digraph sound F. Philip, Philip, Philip. The third sound, represented by the English letter P, is that sound of the voiced digraph PH. V, v, v. Let's read this word with the sound of the voiced digraph PH. V. Stephen, Stephen, Stephen. The fourth basic sound, represented by the English letter P, is no sound at all. The English letter P can be silent. Let's read this word on your screen with a silent P. Pneumonia, pneumonia, pneumonia. Notice that the P at the beginning of the word is silent. Pneumonia. Here is another common word with a silent P. Let's read this word together. Psalm, psalm, psalm. Notice the silent P at the beginning of the word. Psalm. Now that we've looked at each of the basic sounds of the consonants J through P, let's look at some words and review these sounds. Let's read these words starting at the top in the red column. Pay attention to the sounds of the consonants studied in this lesson. Joke, joke. Jack, jack. Kick, kick. Kill, kill. Luck, luck. Lily, lily. Jam, jam. June, June. Now let's move to the top of the green column. Kind, kind. Lemon, lemon. Like, like. Mill, mill. Mine, mine. Name, name. Napkin, napkin. Pal, pal. Now let's move to the top of the blue column. People, people. Penny, penny. Nickel, nickel. Monkey, monkey. Do you hear the deep N sound? Monkey. Think, think. Sing, sing. Plane, plane. Prank, prank. Remember, there are many words in English whose spelling does not match their sounds. Remember, there are many words in English whose spelling does not match their sounds. So to review, in this lesson, we studied the sounds of the letter J, as in Jesus, the letter K, as in king and knight, the letter L, as in love, the letter M, as in Mary, the letter N, as in none and hymn, the letter P, as in Pope, Philip, Stephen, and Psalm. We must remember that these and all English letters will also be found as silent letters, and there will always be many irregular words in English. Now you can take a look at the Lord's Prayer. You can see that I've highlighted all of the consonants we've studied in this lesson in red on your screen. Find an older brother or sister, or your mother or father, and ask them to help you read the Lord's Prayer, and make sure that you read all of the consonants that are in red correctly. Here you can see the Hail Mary, printed with all of the letters we've studied in this lesson in red. Again, find an older brother or sister or your mother or father and ask them to test you in reading this prayer. Make sure you pay careful attention to all the new letters and read them correctly. I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Petty School Reading Program. For more resources from the Classical Liberal Arts Academy, visit us online at classicalliberalarts.com. God bless.